Hi there. Welcome to Real World Talk. I'm Stephanie Rockey, your host, and I come to you weekly answering questions about wealth, relationships, and spirituality. Oh, I just love these three topics because to live a life feeling fulfilled, you really have to balance those three aspects of life. And so each week, I'm going to answer your questions by you going to hashtag Ask Rockey or emailing me via Facebook or Twitter, whichever one you want, any other social media platform, or just going to my website, sr@stephanierockey.com, and email me there. It doesn't matter. Just email me your questions and I will answer them each week. So we're going to begin our show with the first question on wealth, and I'm going to ask my fabulous assistant here. What is our first question?
Adam M. asks, which is more effective, an email list or social media updates?
Oh, so what is more effective? Well, I have to say, if I were to choose between an email of a person that I know is going to be a potential customer and may be loyal to my business, I want the email more than I am going to be concerned about my social media updates. Because within email, you can take that message and privatize it to that individual person and really develop a relationship. That's not to say that you're not going to make and build a relationship online with social media, but that's a different type of relationship that you're building there. That's more of a community type of relationship. But between the two, you want their email address because it's instantaneous when you have an offer, an update on what's going on in your company, a new service, a new product, or just anything that's happening with your employees. You really need to focus on developing a personal, intimate relationship with your customers because we are in an experience economy. And that is really what's going to help differentiate you from your competitors. So social media is a completely different space. You need to have your presence on there too so that when they go to social media, they see you there as well. But if I had to pick between the two, I definitely want the email first. And then hopefully I will catch them on any of the social media platforms. So now we're going to go to our second question, and this is on the topic of relationships.
Terry O. asks, how do you tell your partner they are physically not taking care of his or herself, and it is really affecting your desire to be with him or her intimately?
Well, that's a really loaded question, and it also is one where in a personal, private, intimate relationship, depending upon where you start from, and if you are both, like, for example, really into fitness and you're going to gyms together and you're doing yoga together and you have a lot of activities, bike riding and hiking, and that's what your relationship was built on, well, naturally, if you start pulling back from those type of activities, well, then your partner is going to wonder what's going on with you, especially if it is such that you're not taking care of yourself. And it's kind of like you need to address it in a way where you need to say, I really miss our hikes. I really miss, going biking with you. And then that opens up the door for your partner to say, well, I just really have been feeling like I just can't because my cardio, I get so exhausted. And when that happens, that opens up that kind of discussion that you really need to have. And then you can alter your lifestyle. Now, I've coached a lot of couples, and in this regard, one of the big factors is because we are so busy in life, our eating schedules can get way off. And so you're picking up a bite here, you're picking up a bite here, you're eating really late at night, and you're both striving towards these goals, and sometimes your health is the last thing that you think about because you're on automatic pilot. And this is the time when either one of you that's in the relationship, that you really need to approach it that way, where you say, I miss kind of doing this with you. You know, can we go and do this? And then see what the response is. And then kind of say, do you think that maybe we're eating too late at night? And this is what's causing us to put on 5 and 10 and 20 pounds? Or do you think maybe we're just eating too many Dunkin' Donuts? Or do you think maybe we're having too many venti Starbucks? You know, I mean, really, people, I gotta tell you, it's all like out there. It is so much about instant gratification these days that, let me tell you, and then you've got this fabulous relationship going on, and you're like rocking the world with your career, you're rocking the relationship, and you're rocking all this really great food, and my God, let me tell you, before you know it, you know, you're seeing your thighs going, you're seeing their sides kind of bulging out, and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do? Well, you have to be secure enough in your relationship where you have to be able to, you know, be upfront and say, you know, I really miss this with you. You don't have to say, my God, you're getting fat, or oh my God, you're just like, you know, whoa, what happened? That's an offensive way to say it. When you love someone, you're not going to be in their face like that, okay? All you're going to do is perpetuate an argument. And then again, if you're a drama queen or a drama king, you might just want to do that. But please, don't start that. Just really base it in love, talk about it, and really look at what is our lifestyle, what is our timing on doing things, and you know, how can we kind of modify things in a way so that we can get back to what we used to do that was really fun. Okay, so now we're going to go to our third question of the day on spirituality.
Debbie E. asks, why does God allow children to be hurt?
You know, I have been seeing a lot of questions like this on my Facebook and Twitter. And, you know, when I had my afterlife experience in 2001, what is really important for you to understand is that God is not allowing these types of situations to occur. Humans are allowing these situations to occur. So, a child that is being abused, the parents are the one that are the guardians of the child. The parents are the ones that are allowing the child to be abused. So it's not God that is allowing the children to be abused. It's the parents. And in every aspect of life, God will influence certain situations on the planet. He will influence many things in your life based on what your destiny and your divine path is meant to be. But if you choose having free will, if you choose that you are going to be negative, that you are going to hurt someone, that is your choosing. That is not God's. That is not being a spiritual person. And we talked about that in another class. So it's really up to you as an outsider of the family, when you observe this type of behavior going on, step in and do something. Make a call to social services. Talk to your neighbors when you see them. Make that move to help that child, because children don't know what's going on. And you think, well, I don't want to be so nosy and I don't want to butt my business into other people's business. But let me tell you, you could be saving a child's life. So it's really all about parents being accountable to how they are raising their children. And if you're aware of some type of abuse that is going on in a household, really, if you have that knowledge, God has given you that knowledge and He wants you to act on it. So thank you so much for joining me this week. It has been episode number 5, and I am so happy that you are taking the time to listen to this information, and hopefully this is helping you in your life, and I look so forward to seeing you next week. Real World Talk and hashtag Ask Rockey, and Rockey is R-O-C-K-E-Y. So see you next week.